So the men are targeting single mothers. Okay. If you don't have no kids right now, don't have no kids unless you're married. Okay. The amount of men that I hear on these dating apps talk about how they purposely treat single mothers worse. The person who I'm getting to know right now told me that his good friend purposely targets single mothers because he doesn't have shit to offer. So he shows up, he becomes stepdaddy of the year. The women eat it up, right? They do whatever for him to keep him in their life. And then he just dips and finds the next one. And then he said he would never actually take any of them serious. Not to mention the PDF file guys who really target you if you have kids. And even the men who I've heard in conversation talk about how they will never take a single mom serious, like they date single mothers. But I just think obviously this is not the case for every single woman. Women are always out here getting married and they have kids. But now have questions on if the men that they're marrying are actually great men and are qualified to be married in the first place. Obviously this is not every single mother. Okay, there are women out here who are marrying great men and they're single parents. It's unfortunate, but I just think about it. If you are thinking about having a child with a man and you are really having baby fever, you need to think about if that man is really wanting to be with you. Like, is he really wanting to marry you? If not, I think you need to reel it in. Save that for somebody who's going to take you serious.
So a lot of this woman is basically saying that men are targeting now, that men are specifically targeting single mothers. A lot of times that they're using their children or getting close to their children in order to get close to her and to target her and manipulate her and then ghost her and all of this stuff. And so the woman is basically warning single mothers of men now looking at them as targets. What do y'all think about that?
I think nobody should have to tell you that you might get targeted so that you don't have a baby out of wedlock. That should have been common sense. So, I mean, I guess be careful who you bring around your kids anyway. I don't know. I know some people though who have said that
Do
they
you
only date single mothers.
do you think that men are targeting single mothers?
I mean, I guess there's probably one or two of them out there that do, but I think most would probably, I think there would be more avoiding than there would be men targeting.
All right, Molly, what are your thoughts? Do you think that men are targeting single mothers?
I can see that, especially because you can say that they have a lower barrier to entry versus a woman with no kids. So I can see it, but at the same time, a part of me, if y'all are still finding men online, not saying it won't work, but why are y'all single moms internet dating? Y'all don't know anybody, y'all don't have like family friends, you gotta know somebody's background, their history, their family, who they hang out with, and y'all are just taking y'all chances with strangers online and you have kids. I feel like that is bad parenting. I'm sorry. And depending on how old the child is, that's risky. Like why are y'all doing that? I don't know. I don't get it.
Let me
I've
ask you a
never ever
question, Molly.
internet dated.
Let me ask you a question, Molly. How soon do you think that women that are single, that are dating, or that are making themselves available on the market, how soon after she meets a man do you think that she should introduce that man to her kids? And let me ask you, let me tell you the reason why I asked this. I was looking at one of Nick Cannon's trash channels, and um, he was talking to Bobby Athoff or Aloff or whatever that chick's name is, and she was saying that she got a man or whatever, and so on and so forth. I think it was called Nick at Night. They was having a conversation on one of them channels called Nick at Night, and I mean, it is the channel was kind of bad, but he's spending a lot of money on his internet visibility. And she was saying that she, is in a relationship or she got a new boyfriend or something like that. And Nick Cannon was asking her, at what point does that guy then get visibility or get in front of her children or whatever? When did she start taking it serious enough to do that? And so my question to you is, what do you think a decent or reasonable timeline or breaking point or barrier that he crosses for a woman to then introduce a guy to her children?
Mm, I don't know. I think it would be different factors that would, like, how well do you know that person?
I'm about to start coming up with questions to try to stump y'all from now on. Yep.
Or
That's fine.
because I'm like, how, I don't know. I think familiar, if they're familiar with each other, maybe, I don't know. It depends on how old the child is. I feel like it's different factors. So I don't know. Hopefully that female will have somebody around to be able to vet the guy before it happens. And hopefully
Well,
he will
let's
probably have
assume that the
kids too.
child isn't older, like teenager. Because I'm assuming that the teenagers, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? They kind of are who they are. They probably, I'm assuming, maybe have a relationship or know who they father is or something like that. Let's say that they 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere around that.
Mm, I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure because I feel like we're in a time where these women will meet a man one day and the next day introduce him to the kids. I feel like as long as you can drag it out, because
Do you
sometimes you
think
don't
that?
know.
Do you think that if somebody in the chat says if he's eager to meet your kids, that's a red flag? Do y'all
Yeah,
think
I
that
think
that's a red
that's
flag?
weird. That's weird. Unless you know he's a father or something like that, and maybe he's looking for play dates, but I think that's weird.
Kim, do you think that would be weird if a guy was eager to meet a woman's kids?
Absolutely. What are you so excited about? You excited to buy fruit snacks? Like what are you excited about? I just don't
Yeah,
understand.
kids usually got some really good fruit snacks on the low. They got that purple bag, whatever that purple bag of fruit snacks is. Slimmy probably know about it.
I don't know. But I also don't think there's
No,
necessarily
no, no. It's not the Mott's one. The Mott's one's a little bit harder. It's the purple bag, and they usually have blue and red fruit snacks in them.
why do you have fruits anyway? So
It's like the purple with the white lip on it.
A white lip.
I know about those fruit snacks, but because my aunt always have them, it's so weird.
And then the animal crackers, the yellow and white.
I don't know
animal
why my
crackers.
aunt, she always got those fruit snacks. I
I
should
gotta
so
figure out what
strange.
that bag is.
I'm mad at y'all. But anyway, I don't think that there's a specific timeline for introducing the kid to the man. I think that once the situation is serious and maybe you're talking marriage or something like that, that would be when.
They're called fruit snacks, Funables.
Funables? Is that a brand?
Funables fruit snacks, mixed
I
berry.
think they got it in the chat. They said it's called Welch's Multiberry.
No, they're called You're talking they're called Funables.
No, bro, it's the
They're made
Welch's
by
joint.
they're made by Kellogg's.
That don't sound
Funables?
at all.
Yes, you're talking about. Hold up, I'm about to put the package on here real quick. Hold up.
The ones Anton talking about with the blue and red, those are Welch's.
Oh no, Quinn might have it right. Yeah, Quinn, I think you got it right. I think it is the Funables.
I want y'all not to be eating these fruit snacks. Do they have sugar in them? You're just eating
These right
plastic.
here,
I don't know what it is.
the mixed berries.
Yep, told you.
Oh, I don't know what those are.
You know why? Because I used to work at a front desk at a gym, and that's what we sold to people in the daycare.
Oh man, I ain't know what the fuck that was called. I know I went over somebody that had some small kids'
Motherfucker
house and they had
smack,
some
nigga.
bugs The mugs hit the spot. I was
Nigga, I
like,
bought Ava like a 20 pack of fruit snacks like last week. By the time she came back, the motherfuckers was gone.
I just eat my poor girls. Fruit
She
snacks.
said, "Where my fruit snacks?" At? I said, "We gotta go to the store before we pack the lunch tomorrow." Oh, man.
oh my God. But y'all say that that's a red flag, huh?
Yeah.
So if you hanging out with a guy and you've been talking to him for like a month and he'd be like, hey, how come you ain't never introduced me to your kids? You would look at that as a red flag?
Is people really doing that?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation, right? So
Dude, I've done a lot.
I'm literally just framing a question because I want to know what y'all thoughts are.
Just in my anecdotal experience, I had sex with a lot of single women, and I only hear the kids. I don't like really see them. Like I hear them in the background acting up, but I don't never be seeing them.
Why are you so eager to? Oh,
Right.
sorry.
I feel
All right,
like
let's role play. Why? Let's assume you got kids for this conversation, and I'm talking to you, and I say, and we've been talking for like a month, and we've been hanging out, and you came over my place, or I came over your, or you know, whatever, right? And I say, hey, why you ain't never introduced me to your family? Like, you know what I'm saying? You said you got kids. How come you don't never introduce me to your kids or something like that?
Why are you so eager to meet another man's children after a month?
Wait a minute. You ain't got to get all sassy with me. No, I'm just playing with you.
Because I'm just like, what? Most men don't care about other men's kids. So after a month, you bringing it up. Mm.
he's
I
probably
don't have no reasonable answer. Like I've never been in this situation. I don't even know how to role play this shit. Like it don't make sense to me. But
he's probably a red dot on the map somewhere. I mean, like you got to be careful.
so if he never ever asks you about how you doing and whether you need help with the kids or something like that, then is that also a red flag?
I would think
If
so.
he knows you have children, yeah, probably. After, depending on how long y'all known each other.
No, I don't think it's up to the other person, man or woman, to ask about the kids, nigga. When you feel the time is right, you do. I'm not about to ask about your kids, nigga. Why haven't I met your kids, nigga? Fuck you mean? Fuck them kids. If you want me to meet your kids and you think I'm the one, then we can see what it look like. But I ain't about to ask for your kids unsolicited. Nope.
See? But that's normal. That's a green flag.
I don't.
If they don't want to meet your kids, it's a green flag.
Actually, it's kind of different than women because, like, when I was dating a girl, like, and they know stuff about Ava, like, they'll send her something. It's kind of different for women than for men. It's like double standard per usual.
Yeah.
Is it?
Because I was dating this one chick, and she was like, "You'll never let Ava, like, when we on FaceTime and Ava over here." I was like, "Nah, nigga, we don't FaceTime with Ava." That's weird. call me normal, nigga. But she would send her.
Do you
stuff.
even talk on the phone around your kid though?
Well, she old now, so she be going back and telling her mama stuff now. So I got.
I was gonna say she's old enough for more conversation.
Because when I was I found my kid around like one chick. It was Kathy, the old lady, and she used to call her Kathy because she couldn't say it right, like Caffy. And then she got old and she said the real name, and I started asking some questions and some text messages talking about who the fuck is Kathy. And I was like, shit.
Well, how long did you wait to introduce?
Ava said you be kissing Kathy's forehead when y'all leave for a house.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Can't have it. Slimmy, how long do you think that two people should be talking? Let's assume for the sake of conversation, he want to talk to a chick that got kids. Or even the flip side, let's assume that he got kids. How long do you think that, or maybe they both got kids, that they should be talking before they start to have a conversation about introducing their kids into the situation?
I don't think there's a time frame. I think you gotta figure out like it's gonna be different, for everybody. Like that's about trust. You gotta really trust somebody around your kids. They will have influence over them. You gotta be careful, and you can't. And some people, let's just be real. There ain't no time frame. Like you can't come around my kids like because until I know your family background. So while you in the process of learning somebody, I definitely wouldn't bring them around no kids.
Let me throw another wrinkle in there. Do they need to get permission from the other parent in order for you to introduce them to your kids?
That's a
No.
slippery slope.
No.
Probably
That's
never.
that's a slippery slope right there.
No, they don't. You don't need permission to do nothing. You can't have no overnights, nigga, if it's in the agreement. No overnights with somebody you in a romantic relationship with that you going.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be different depending on the person. That's
It'll
gonna
be
depend on the person.
That's
or
standard
female.
custody verbiage.
I think women would be a lot more likely to not give permission if that was a thing. And so now what is that man supposed to do? Not date women or never have them around his children? Like
Nah,
that.
dudes ain't giving no permission for that.
Well, I had
Dudes
that
ain't never giving no
situation. Like I used
permission
to
for that.
hang out with Kathy all the time, and she was like, "Why don't we hang out when you have Ava?" And I'm like, "That's weird."
But I'm saying, do y'all think that you need permission from the other parent, or that women should get permission from the father, biological father, in order to introduce them whenever it is to introduce
Permission,
them?
no. Courtesy that it's happening, yes.
Right.
No permission?
Nope. Just be like, "Hey, nigga,
Nah,
who's this knucklehead, nigga?" Like,
dog. You
just because
can't meet
permission
my
can
nigga.
be
You not
denied, nigga. Like,
introducing my daughter.
you can't
If
be
you
Nigga,
care,
the
denied.
you would
answer is
still
no.
Well, think
you would still
outside
be
your.
with that woman though. If you care, if you didn't want nobody around your child,
That's
you
not how
would
that
have
works.
made it work. So
The answer is no.
That's not how a
I
relationship
don't think you're
works.
owed
Like
permission.
you both got to make it work. Like if she says no, nigga, you're gonna force yourself to be with her. Like what does that mean? You have to be with that woman.
Answer is no.
If she say no, nigga, I don't want to be with you. What does me wanting her to be with someone else have to do with her wanting to be with me? It doesn't.
I mean, I'm saying, how are you gonna, if the child lives with the mom, how are you going to say, I mean, you could say you got to get
Okay,
permission, but
Anton said
she,
that. I didn't say no permission.
oh, no, I'm just saying, if the baby lives there, these chicks is opening their doors for anybody.
The
And they
You
ain't
don't want
asking
me.
nobody's
Listen,
baby.
listen.
permission.
You don't want me to look, because first of all, I got a key. You don't want me coming through. Do you? You don't want me to come through in the house that I pay for. You don't want that.
Hold up.
Like
I
I don't
ain't
want
paying for
that.
the house.
You don't want that. Nobody
Hold up,
wants that.
let me get this
And
out
so
real quick.
let's just keep it amicable. And
Amicable.
because I will do a mental health check.
I just want
Checking on your property.
He
Had to go
just
change the
said
air
he
filters at
Mental health
12:30 in the morning, nigga. Like, the air filters
said
was
he
Mental
was
health
dirty,
check
nigga.
sound like a pistol whipping.
Nigga, I'm coming through, bro.
he said
Yeah,
he was
that's all.
just got a key. That is his property.
I'm always
Well,
gonna have a
nothing that
key.
told me the AC didn't work, so I feel like to come check it at 3:00 in the morning.
Nah, I don't need no reason. I'll just come through. I do that today. Like I will do it right now. I will do it right this second. I will pop up and I don't give a fuck what the situation is. If my daughter is in there and you got a nigga, I will do that right now, today, tomorrow, yesterday, the day before, and every single day. Hell no. That's why I can't never get divorced. I ain't never gonna be without. Hell no, never. Even if my kid was big and I hated you, we stand together and I'm sleeping in bed. Fuck that. And hell no, you got a nigga in the house that I paid for.
Nigga ain't gonna let that shit go.
Nigga, I'm starting to get angry right now, and I ain't even in that type of situation. I would be upset as like a
Oh, that shit
motherfucker.
wild.
That one lady we talked about, she moved her man into her ex-husband's house with the
Hell
kids.
no. Hell no.
Woo. Oh, after the husband died, like a couple months
No,
ago.
he didn't die. They divorced, and she moved her Pookie into her and
Oh,
her ex-husband's
hell
house.
no. That
Wait,
nigga
I
ain't
thought
even
we
got
was
his
talking
own
about the
house.
one thing where the dude died and like she immediately got married. and had
No,
this
we
dude.
reviewed this video. It was like a video we watched, or I think a clip.
Some people said they literally went through it. Hell no, bro. I couldn't do that.
No, man, that's
That's
wild.
Happens a lot.
because how do you introduce that situation to me? Hey, I want to introduce such and such to your daughter.
Yo, daughter.
Well, I think at that point you should know that they're dating,
Not the name.
and you should have known that for a while. So let's just say they've been
I'm
together.
sabotaging that shit.
Or y'all could be one big happy family and just have a big dinner.
I
Everybody
ain't no
just there.
family. Ain't no big dinners. Ain't none of that. I'm sabotaging everything.
If you're just a responsible adult,
What?
like moving in life, like I've seen this happen before. Like everybody will be at, like Molly said, like he'll have his new chick, she'll have his new chick, and everybody's at the football game with the kid.
That's
And
a,
they
I look
like
at
the
that.
old chick is chopping it up with the new chick, and they're like, "Hey."
I look at that as that's a poly relationship, bro.
It is.
Adjacent.
That's a poly relationship to me.
It's
We
not.
already
But
had
I'm not
this.
getting
We,
to that
we already
conversation.
had this conversation.
I
We
think
already
that's
had this.
What happened?
That's
I'm
the
not.
Already had
average.
this conversation.
That's an
That's a
average
poly
American
relationship.
household.
And I think we had it with that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant chick.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's why I said I'm not stepping in there, and I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
you with it. Y'all got
It's
it.
a poly
We already
relationship.
had
Me
this.
and you
We already
both,
had this.
we both had her, right? And we going to the
Please don't pour that in your mouth.
we both had her, and we both standing next to her, clapping at the fucking football game. Hell no, nigga.
Just because you off
I've
camera,
seen
don't mean
it.
we don't know
And
you
I
not
probably
funny.
and I'm probably can still hit. I probably still hit it. I'm probably still because she always mine.